Knight actually has a pretty attractive figure.
Gods! They killed them all! Those Daedric filth killed my entire patrol. Then they dragged me off and threw me into a nightmare. Vermina. They kept saying Vermina. High King Emmerich needs to know about this cult. With their nightmare magic, these Daedric madmen could plunge Stormhaven into chaos. But you, thank you for saving me. As soon as I recover, I'm going to Wayrest. I have to warn the king about these people. These supernal dreamers. I don't know, but it can't be good. They're up there calling on Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Nightmares, putting me to sleep and talking about summoning something. If it's what I saw in my dreams, it's something terrible. Without a doubt, I even heard King Emmerich's name. We need to warn him. We need to warn everyone. I told the village constable, but he's more worried about these slavers. He doesn't understand. These people worship Vermina. No more than most men. She's the Daedric Prince of Nightmares and Evil Dreams. She's horrible.
She killed a Knight of the Flame.
I worked the Krauswitch mines a while back.
Of all the ports and over all the years, never a worse time and place to be stuck ashore. 50 crates of grain bound for Rihad, but right now, it's just rotting in the hold. Bad luck. Could have just blown by Koglin, but thought to stop for extra supplies. Who would guess the lighthouse was out? Hit a rock. Didn't sink me, but hurt the hull. Now I gotta wait for repairs. Don't know. Hear it's been out for a while, though. Could be the lighthouse keeper's been killed. Don't really care. Just want to get back to sea.
I'm pretty good with knives. I know how to fillet fish, butcher livestock. I can gut an enemy on the battlefield too if I need to. But honestly, I prefer to cook.
Heard you were out there talking to that knight in the stocks. I'd be careful if I were you. Constable will lock you up too. Sit down and have a drink instead. What'll it be?
You're welcome to Koglin Village, traveler, but you'll have to excuse me. No time for idle chat. The town's been attacked by slavers, and to make matters worse, they had help from people we would have expected to be on our side. Exactly. Everyone is all worked up because she's claiming to be a Knight of the Flame. I give her credit for a brilliant disguise, but I wasn't born yesterday. You didn't fall for her cockamamie story, did you? Again, a very convenient lie. There was a messenger from the castle here, but he didn't say anything to me. He was over there by the warehouse when the slavers attacked. Those fancy clothes made him a target. They took him captive. Well, I got the town guard organized fast and had the slavers in full retreat. The cowards. They barricaded themselves in the warehouse, though. We're just going to starve them out. If your messenger's not dead, they've got him down there. Be my guest. Just don't expect any help from the guard. The slavers are like rats, quick to scurry back into a hole. But they fight nasty when they're cornered. The Dunmer crept up from the south and attacked in the dark. They killed the watchguard, but not before he sounded the alarm. We reacted fast. I had an uneasy feeling, so we were on alert. Lost a few good men. The Dunmer lost more. It's possible. But we cornered most of the cowards and cut them down. The last dozen or so.
So Lucas just up and wandered off again? Boy's head is as thick as stone. If he went and got himself captured by those slavers. I hate to say it, but I told him so.
Everyone stay back. No one's getting on or off that ship until further notice. Go back to your homes. You'll be much safer there.
What's the constable doing? I know people on that ship.
I'm sure we'll have the situation resolved soon. Until then, you'll have to be patient.
It's lucky we were able to drive the slavers back this time. I'm worried about what might happen if they were to attack again, though.
Getting hungry yet? Hey, you're not going into the warehouse, are you? Constable promised me that if anyone got to go in there and paint the walls with slaver blood, it would be me. He did? That fobbing cheat! He always does this to me. He promised I could kill the slavers. Well, go ahead then. I won't try to stop you.
Finders keepers, as they say.
Just try to get out of there.
Still nothing here?
It's about time. I assume the Duke sent you? I am his personal messenger, you know. Well, what are you waiting for? Untie me! I had a message for the constable. Not that it's any business of yours. Sir Hughes of the Knights of the Flame sent me with clear orders. The message is for the constable's ears only. No, please, I'll tell you! Not like it's a really important secret or anything. Sir Hughes just takes himself a little too seriously. The message was just that Dame Dabienne of the Knights of the Flame was coming to help with security. No, I never got the chance. I had to talk to my friend first. Well, I didn't have to, I suppose. Anyways, that's when the slavers attacked. Will you untie me now? I'll go talk to the constable right away.
This young man is lucky to be alive, though I'm not sure he realizes it. He told me about the message from the castle. The whole thing just seems a little too convenient, though, doesn't it? I can't release Dame Dabienne, not yet. My duty is to ensure the safety of this village, and my gut's telling me that she's part of the threat. Too many coincidences. If we can get the village secure, we can revisit the matter. Right now, I need to deal with this ship. The slavers are on board. The captain claims he's not with them, but I know the truth. He's asking me to send the town guard to help him clear the slavers from below decks. It's clearly some kind of trap, and we're not falling for it. He's not, but even if he was, it wouldn't be my problem. My duty is to the village, not his ship. Bottom line, he needs to turn his ship around and head back out to sea. If not, we'll just sink it right here. That'll solve his slavery. You do that. Soon as we can ensure the town's in no immediate danger, we can talk about releasing your friend from the stocks.
So Dame Dabienne isn't the only one working with the slavers. This doesn't make any sense.
Fear grips my heart.
What is it?
Constable says be ready. He's got a plan.
If we hadn't already lost half the crew, I'd have half a mind to teach these village guards a lesson.
In all my years sailing these seas, I've never received such ill treatment in a friendly port. My men lie here bleeding on deck and we are refused aid. This man they call Constable is the son of a dog. Or did he change his mind? I'd sooner eat sand than do business with these Dunmer swine. I have explained this. Last night was dark. When I realized there was no beacon to mark the shore, I dropped anchor. The slavers came in longboats. They caught us unawares. It was a daring battle. The slavers outnumbered us 10 to 1, but we'd planned for this. We lured them below decks and sealed the hatch. Many men were lost, though. We here on deck are all that remain, and we need aid. Can you help us? Yes, of course. I would gladly give my ledger over, but unfortunately it is below decks. This is why I've asked the constable to assist us in eliminating these Dunmer dogs, but he has refused. I'm afraid we're at a stalemate in this respect. You are brave, perhaps even a little foolhardy, but I like you. Though I fear for your safety down there, I will not stand in your way. If you return with the ledger, I will be forever in your debt. My spirit soars to see you return in one piece. And you found the ledger. Rutka bless you. Please, take it to this constable and prove that we are friends and in need of assistance.
If we hadn't already...
Go back to your home. Much safer there.
The captain still refuses to leave? All right, then we'll do this the hard way. I'll call together the rest of the guard. You have the ship's ledger? The captain said it was lost below decks. I'll have to study this, but I'll be honest, I'm extremely skeptical this will prove anything completely. No, I'm sorry, we just can't take that risk. I dreamed about all of this, you see. The slavers, the ship, the knight, they were all working together. Even the blacksmith. I've known her for years. Yes, Sabisa the blacksmith too. And I don't care how it sounds. Defending the village is the highest priority, and we need weapons for that. Sabisa is refusing to supply us. She's leaving me no option but to have her arrested. Actually, I prefer you didn't. I appreciated your objectivity at first, but I must admit I am beginning to question your intentions. I'd prefer if you simply left town. You don't know what you're talking about. Paranoid. If you saw what I saw, I dreamed about this. Every last detail. You think that was just a coincidence? No way. As I said, I appreciate your help.
So, Dame Dabienne...
Now here's a likely one.
If Constable Pascal sent you here with orders to open the forge, you can just turn around and head right back out the door. That man has no right to order me around, and I'm not about to issue weapons for his witch hunt. Arrest me? That beef-witted bastard! To think I even cooked that man breakfast. What in oblivion's gotten into him? First he arrests a Knight of the Flame, and now me? We were friends for years, and then one night... Well, I guess you don't need the details. For a month or two, I thought we had something. Then he just broke it off. Wouldn't even let me in his house to talk. He acted like I had betrayed him. He did? He was having trouble sleeping. You know, I saw one of those weird cult members leaving his house. The Supernal Dreamers. You don't think that has anything to do with this? Don't know much about them, really. I think they're dedicated to some Daedric prince. They're crazy people. Someone saw a group of them in the hills to the north. And then there was that one who visited the constable. That's really all I know. Good idea. Perhaps there's some indication of why Pascal's behaving this way. He's just not himself. I'll talk to some of the other townspeople. I bet some of them have noticed his behavior as well. I saw nothing. Turns out that almost everyone in town thinks Pascal's been acting strange, even the guards. Did you find anything that explains his behavior? Oh, my poor little Pascal. What a mess you've made. One thing's for sure. We need to put an end to all these wicked accusations he's been making. Indeed. As I said, even the town guards knew something was amiss. I told them to be ready. I suppose Pascal will probably have to be restrained. Oh well. Best thing for unpleasant work is just to get it over with. Let's go.
I miss roasting pupil scribs over a fire. So sweet and airy, with a hint of crunch.
I didn't want to do it, but it had to be done. I just hope he forgets all this when he gets back to his right mind. If he gets back to his right mind, I suppose.
Fine, are you now?
You should have listened to me.
I don't care if the constable was brainwashed by some cult. I still say there's something suspicious about that woman.
I wouldn't say it too loud.
This wouldn't happen in Rothgar. And if it did, we'd just string the madman up, or burn him, or throw him off a cliff. Whatever was easiest.
Give him to the slavers.
I can't tell you what a relief it is to learn that Pascal's mind is messed up. I guess that sounds a little strange, doesn't it? Regardless, I am grateful for all your help.
This is bad.
Well, this is certainly an interesting turn of events. I'm at a loss for words.
Oh, my aching neck. I haven't been this sore in years. Oh, but freedom sure does feel good. This situation was more dangerous than I realized. You went way beyond the call of duty here, friend. I can't adequately express my gratitude. Not as glad as I am, believe me. It seems I'll need to take over security here in the village, and with those slavers out there, I need to get busy. First, though, I'm gonna see if someone around here can give me a massage. The villagers may not realize it, but you saved this town from crumbling into chaos. I mentioned before that I came from Alcaire Castle. The situation there is critical, and I think you might be able to make a difference. I could give you a list, to be sure, but my concerns are more general. There are rumors of assassins and spies in the castle, and as I was leaving, I heard something about a Red Guard army marching in that direction. Good question. We're all part of the Daggerfall Covenant, right? Maybe it was a false report. All the same, you should go. Talk to Messenger Courtier when you get there. I asked him to announce your coming to Duke Nathaniel.
I still say there's something suspicious about that woman.
Why are you doing
I wouldn't
this?
say it too loud if
I'm
I
your
were you.
friend.
Take him
There's
to the
another set of
warehouse.
stocks right there
Give him
next
to the
constable.
slavers. Maybe now everything can get back to normal. Coghlan Village is usually a really peaceful place.
If the slavers come back, you have to let me know in advance. I need to get my sweet little chickies inside.
Nice hole. Hope we find something. You're pretty good at that.
Hey, over here! Could you help a fellow out? Praise Akatosh. You'd be amazed how many people just walk by a fellow in dire circumstances. My sister and I were visiting our aunt's farm when the whole place went to oblivion in an oat basket. Crazy cultists and Daedra are killing everyone. Not a soul. I don't think there's any hope of saving the farm. My aunt, my cousin, I think they may be dead. I just want to get my sister and go home to Camlorn. Is that so much to ask? But my sister is too scared. She won't come. She's locked herself up in the house we were staying in. I knocked on the door. I even begged her to come. You think you could try to persuade her? Her name is Marlene. Thank you. I was beginning to lose faith. So many selfish people just walk by, abandoning me and my sister to fate. If you can just convince her to leave the house, then she and I can get out of here and go back to Camlorn. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I'm not even that close to my aunt. My parents just sent us here to work the farm for a season. If you want to search for my aunt, that would be great. But I just want to get my sister and go home. I know. They're terrible, aren't they? That's another reason why I just want to go back to Camlorn. People are nicer there, I think.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic hosting.
Go away! So far, all the crazy people and monsters have just ignored this house. If you keep knocking, they'll come and kill you. And then they'll break down the door and kill me! Safe? You really expect me to believe that? I saw those things. I saw what they did to the farmhands. There's no way I'm coming out there. I guess you're right. Alright, I'll come out for a peek. And if it's clear, we can make a run for it. But you'd better protect me. Let's get going then!
Could you please untie me?
I'm not stopping here. Those things are too close. I'll meet you at the castle, Finis.
I'm glad that's over. We need to get back to Camlorn. See you around. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I've just been under a lot of stress with this whole situation. Here's something for your help. It's not much, but we have a long trip ahead of us. I'm sure you understand.
It's good that you've come along, friend. The Van family is in dire need of aid. If you could untie me, we could have a more civil conversation. The Supernal Dreamers. I should have seen this coming, but I failed, and I need your help to set matters straight. The Dreamers have captured Ingrid Van, the owner of this farm, and I fear they have dark plans for her. I'm certainly eager to explain the situation further, but do you think we could continue the conversation over by the bridge? Come with me to the bridge. We can speak safely there. Perhaps we can now have a civil conversation. I'm Perry, Brother Perry, traveling through Alcaire on my way back to Pariah Abbey. Ingrid Van offered me a room for the night. It just happened to be the night the Supernal Dreamers attacked. They serve Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Nightmares. I know this because I am an initiate at Pariah Abbey. We knew the Dreamers were active in Alcaire, but their intentions for Ingrid Van suggest a more aggressive plan than we imagined. The Supernal Dreamers have put her into an enchanted sleep, tied down in front of a portal, undoubtedly from Vermina's dark domain. They will summon a Daedric spirit to inhabit Ingrid's body. You need to break the enchantment to free her. It will not be easy, and you will need to move quickly, but it can be done. You will need to reverse the Daedric ritual, which will require gathering a few somewhat grisly items. Then you must follow the directions exactly to break the spell. I'm afraid I would only be a liability in a fight. I can, however, offer you my amulet for some assistance, but you will still need to gather the items. You will need to acquire the hearts of 2 different Daedra. A Scamp and a Dremora should do. Then find my ritual candle in the Van's barn. Take the items to where Ingrid lies in the Stonebridge Mill, and there you will perform the ritual. Offer the Dremora heart first to summon the dark spirit, then light the ritual candle to enchant it, and finally, offer the Scamp heart to dispel it. Memorize this, for it must be done in this order. When one meddles in such dark practices, anything is possible. I suggest you proceed with care and make sure to enact the ritual properly.
Can never have enough of that.
Are there any more scamps down there? Bring them on, I say. Scamp Killer is my middle name. I can still wield a blade just like when I was a young man. Just watch!
She belongs to me. Stay away, intruder.
Oh, is this the real world? Or is this yet another trick? I will not let the darkness in. Wait. This is real, isn't it? You're real. Was it you who woke me? Then I am indebted to you, stranger. Oh, that nightmare. I thought I would be stuck there forever. Wait, what about Rosen? Was that real, or was it just a dream? Where is she? Do you know? I think it was real. You have to help me.
My daughter. And if they've harmed one hair, I'll salt all Tamriel with their blood. I just have to find her. There was something in the dream, a cultist standing over Rosen reading a scroll. It's on Nightmare Crag. Out of my way. Then you have to go. They're doing the same thing to her they wanted to do to me, but worse. There's something about that scroll. Please, get that scroll and find a way to pull her back. You have to!
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. one put up a fight, didn't they? My mother. She was in the dream too. Is she... I have to get home.
Can never have enough of that.
Surely the Eight sent you to save us. Me, my daughter, we owe you our lives. Do you always go to such great lengths to help people you don't even know? Well, I'm glad you decided to do so today. You will always, always be welcome at the Van Farm. Stay as long as you like. This whole thing was like some terrible nightmare. It reminds me of the day I lost my husband so many years ago. I don't know if you can understand. I've moved on, but sometimes I still feel a little lonely.
I bet I'm going to be having nightmares for a long time after all this. Times like these, I miss having my father around. Here comes that stroke of luck I was counting on. Got a minute to help a girl out? This is a rescue that could go down in the history books. Up there is a village that's been taken over by one of the nastiest slaving outfits in all Tamriel, and they've captured some of my fellow crew members. We're their only hope. But I have a simple plan. Fun, too. The Dark Elves outnumber us by a little. Actually, a lot. So first, you should create a diversion by setting fire to their tents and the stolen goods on the dock. Well, my sailors are locked up in a cave behind the town, but the slavers' leader, Majad Ka, keeps the key in a house he's commandeered. So you'll need to steal the key first, then go down and free the guys. Guess it's not that simple, is it? Well, the last thing I want is for you to go running in there unprepared. Might end up getting jumped by Majad Ka and get locked up with everyone else. The main thing is just to light the fires, though. Is that what you wanted to ask about? Improvise. Pull a burning log from their campfire. Then light them up. The tents and all those stolen goods out there on the dock. Hopefully that'll distract Majad Ka. You're not thinking about taking him on, are you? That's one crazy Khajiit. He was actually a slave himself, but turned on his masters and took over. Killed his competition and became some kind of slaver king. Trust me, light the fire, distract him.
Put it out! Help! It burns! Put it out!
You have to know how to scrap. I don't suppose we have anything to cook.
Kill a few more slavers for me, friend.
Freedom! I thought I was gonna die here. It was Majad Ka. He saw me trying to escape. I thought he had me, but then Elvira stepped in. That girl's got sand, but she's no match for Majad Ka. He dragged her off toward the beach. You have to help her. He got me, but it's not bad. Just need to get my bearings and I'll be fine. Go after Elvira. I couldn't live with myself if that monster Majad Ka killed her.
I said this would be fun. Let's get out of here, come on. That almost wasn't as fun as I expected it to be. Thank you for coming after me. Regardless, I owe you one. That was something, wasn't it? The fires, the slavers running everywhere, getting all the guys free. Quite an adventure. Hope I see you again, friend. Now that we got the crew out safely, next order of business is to get back to sea. I'm betting we'll have better luck finding a ship in Wayrest than back in that little village.
I'd never.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. Can never have enough of that.
likes a quick study.
Praise the Eight. I know. The signal fire is out. There's nothing I can do, though. I had just stepped outside to relieve myself, and all these slavers came out of nowhere. How was I to stop them? I'm a lighthouse keeper, not a soldier. Slavers stormed the lighthouse and put out the signal fire. I couldn't figure out why. Then I realized it's a trap. They wait for ships to crash on the rocks so they can loot the cargo and capture the crew. One ship already crashed. And we need to do it fast. Problem is, the slavers took the focusing crystals and all my oil. Some of it is still on the island, but they also put some on their ship. I don't think the slavers knew what to do with the focusing crystals. Those may be close by. But the oil, they probably took that on board their ship. If you can recover the supplies, I'll be ready to relight the fire. Godspeed to you, my friend. When the slavers first stormed the lighthouse, I swam over to the beach and ran into the woods. Later, I saw the signal fire was out, so I snuck back. I've been hiding here ever since.
Nice hole. All right, don't cry for Mummy. Can never have enough.
all the fires of oblivion. These motherless slavers have captured my entire crew. I'm not one to shy away from a fight, but I think I may be in over my head. Captain Ongerthal, the fobbing dog. Crewless slaver in the Azurian Sea, and now in Iliac Bay. He must have put out the signal fire in the lighthouse. It was pitch black. We hit the rocks and the slavers were all over us. Captured the entire crew. The slavers took most of the crew up the beach, but Salak, Leidenar, and Ozor are still there. Other captives too, but they're no concern of mine. I'm too waterlogged to fight, but if you'll free my men, I'll make it worth your while. Watch out for Captain Ongerthal. His axes are stained with the blood of more sailors than I can count. He's a monster. Hey though, if you're feeling tough, I say take that bastard out. Won't hear any complaints from me. I don't know for sure, but I overheard something about the slavers taking over a village up the beach. I'm betting they took the rest of the crew there. If there's a silver lining to that cloud, it's that they're out of Captain Ongerthal's reach. Never met the man myself, but his name's well known in these waters. Ongerthal's notorious for terrorizing the Abetian Sea, enslaving the Altmer. Guess he joined up with this outfit after the Ebonheart Pact was formed.